Kicking it old school and taking it back in the day. It's Jer Radio.
You're Jared TV, here to make you laugh, be spiritually uplifted, and learn about what's going on. Please subscribe, like, and share. And now, you're Jared TV.
Breaking news: woman arrested for 1,000 stolen hearts.
ICE is disappearing people to work camps. I need you to bear with me. My name is Rachel. I'm a Harvard-educated attorney who focused largely on immigration. I am an alarmist. ICE is disappearing people to work camps. Prison labor in the United States is already one of the great shames of our country. As y'all may know, the 13th Amendment bans slavery except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. This slavery loophole has been covered extensively, though still does not outrage people nearly as much as it should. We should eliminate prison labor entirely, and it's very, very clear that this is an area, as many others in this violent ICE enforcement that we see in the United States right now, where the federal government waited to see what Americans would accept to be done to Black people and then expanded that net. And they're now expanding it outside of that kind of conviction of a crime loophole, the American slavery loophole. Anyway, recently I got a DM from someone whose father is being held in ICE detention. He has been told that they need to work for 60 hours a week for $10 total. $10 for 60 hours of work. I haven't given him any documentation of this, but here's what I can tell you and have documentation of, that this happens in ICE detention all the time. GEO Group, one of the two large private prison companies operating ICE facilities, the other is CoreCivic, has multi-million-dollar jury verdicts entered against them because they were paying hundreds of people in ICE detention $1 a day to basically run the facilities for them. The person who DM'd me, her father is held in Campbell County, which is a Kentucky, state-owned facility. In Kentucky, standard pay is $1.56 for an 8-hour workday, 78 cents for those getting credit for time served. Again, that's insane. That's insane, and that should not exist even for conviction of a crime. I do have to remind you as an attorney that the immigration system is civil detention and people being held have not been convicted of a crime. So this is just a 13th Amendment violation. The governor of Kentucky is a Democrat. It's Andy Beshear. Here's his phone number, 502-564-2611. Especially if you live in Kentucky, here are some things you could ask him. Why the fuck is ICE allowed to detain people in your prisons? And also, why are you letting them violate the 13th Amendment? The truly vile irony is that the vast majority of these people came to the United States in search of work, and the U.S. will not allow them to work here and is in fact ripping them away from their families because they dared try, only to force them to work for less than $1 a day. Prison labor should not be legal, but oh my God, in this specific context, it is already illegal.
Telling you that the occupiers are leaving Chicago, LA, and Portland. They want you to believe the courts saved you, that the system checked itself. But do not be deceived, because this isn't a retreat, it's a 2026 rebrand. While the mainstream media distracts you with the withdrawals, today, January 1st, 2026, marks the official activation of the National Guard Quick Reaction Force. This is the hidden infrastructure of the new control system. Now look at the evidence they won't show you. Under an October 8th memo from the Pentagon, over 23,500 troops have been trained across all 50 states. This isn't local, it's a nationalized, militarized police force. Leaked directives show these units aren't training for sandbags and snowstorms. They've been put through the Inter-Service Non-Lethal Individual Weapons course, training specifically for batons, body shields, and civil disturbance operations. This force is designed to bypass local governors and deploy within 8 to 24 hours. The Pentagon was officially renamed the Department of War in September, and now they are telling you exactly what their intentions are. The withdrawal from those 3 cities was a legal feint to clear the board. As the president himself posted yesterday, they are coming back in a much different and stronger form, and the Quick Reaction Force is that form. It is a permanent, standing army designed to treat our streets like a battlefield and our neighbors like combatants. So truly wake up, because even the mainstream media or the Democrats could have shown you the next agenda. But they're all part of the same parasitic structure. They didn't take the boot off our necks, they just tightened the laces. Stop looking at where the guard was at, and start looking at what they've built right under your nose.
And I know I can't live without Jer Radio.